Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Birthmark. Yeah, just want to give an introduction to who I am, and why I do what I do. Like I say, I'm not just a rapper, I am a musician. Grew up playing in percussion, shout out to Scriven County, played percussion in the school band, developed a love for just doing music. I've been around all kind of music since I was younger. Before I was listening to hip hop, my pops, he would have me on a lot of old school R&B. My mom's, she used to have me more so on the 80s music, 80s and the 90s, like, Babyface, Phyllis Hyman's, Tina Marie, Tony Braxton, So, been vibing, well around it. And then later on, I mean, I knew who LL Cool J was, but, I really wasn't catching it like that, you know what I'm saying? Of course, got down with Hammer, Hammer time. Shout out to MC Hammer. And later on, then I moved to Georgia, rolling with my big cousins. They put me on that Snoop Dogg. That's when the Chronic dropped. And I fell in love with rap music from there. It's been a beautiful experience. So, I guess you can call it a quote-unquote gangster rap. That's what I fell in love with. I just called it realism. It reflected a lot of things I had seen and been around, and just the culture of how my environment was with my family members and stuff like that. So it was a connection. Later on at 13 out there in NY, New York, out there in Long Island, actually. Shout out to Hempstead, West Hempstead. I was at. My teacher, Miss Rosen, she ended up pulling out poetry out of me. It was like it was a homework that I didn't do, and we started on the opposite side of the class, and I was in the front room. I was on the front row of the further right side of the class, and we had a poem that we had to write. I wrote mine. It was about a star, and I wrote it. I finished it by the time she, finished reading, having everybody read their poem. So, and she laughed at me. She was like, "Yeah, that was pretty good, even though you just wrote it." And from there, she assigned me another poem to write, or us another poem to write, and I did pretty good on that. She wanted me to submit some stuff for a poetry contest. By the time I really wasn't that deep into it, I was good at creative writing back in elementary school, very descriptive, and punctuations wasn't quite as good because, of course, I was in elementary school. But then later on, Miss Rosen, she ended up giving us a piece of work of Bob Marley. And with Bob Marley, she connected poetry to music, just with a beat. And from that connection, it just blew my mind. And then the very first instrumental that I wrote a song to, rest in peace, Pac, it was Tupac, So Many Tears Beat. And then I kept going and kept going. I was, that New York vibe, it gave me the, more of I guess kind of metaphorical, it sharpened up my lyrics a lot. Well, in the South, people, particularly the ones that we were hearing, they brought that soulful, like that old blues flavor kind of Southern rap. It was more so straight to the point, but clever wordplay. Whether in New York, it was leaning more so on clever wordplay. But not to say it wasn't real, but that the intellect was different. So, it is what it is. But like I say, from there I just been writing. putting out quite a few different songs. There's a lot of stuff spinning the streets, and now I'm hitting that internet wave pretty tough. So I ain't no rookie. See, especially to motherfuckers that be talking about trying to book shows and stuff like that. I ain't no rookie. So please don't try me like that. Not to say I can't learn nothing, but at the same time, like I said, I'm well-rounded with putting on a nice show and entertaining your crowds, and you know, and I do this, and I just ask the people at least to lend me their ears and hear something of some substance. I kick the bullshit every now and then, don't get it twisted, but you know, just hear something of some substance. Good days, bad days, I'm still drop these joints for you. Human music, you know, straight up. Birthmark.com, 13irthmark. Saturday, Super Bowl weekend. Y'all have a great day. Straight up. That's right. Indoctrination. Y'all check that shit out.